Hey guys, Crystal Grace here. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. This one is pick a crocket. So we have 3 parts to choose from, and this topic is all about what are people saying about you right now. So with that in mind, quick disclaimer why you are picking one of these. So pile number 1, we have the little alien crocket. Pile number 2, we got bananas. And pile number 3, we have a boat that has Croatia written on it and a little fish. So yeah, quick disclaimer why you're connecting with one of those crock plugs. We have a rule on this channel, which is my intentions is not to upset your day and your intentions is not to upset mine. So if a message starts to irritate you, agitate you, send you down a negative downward spiral of anger and hate, it's not for you. The message is for somebody else. And if you do need that confirmation, please just go through the comments and you'll see much appreciation and people showing gratitude for a pile that you probably, went down on a downward spiral with. So you know who I'm talking to, because I know you're still on the channel watching and engaging. So, if you feel called to be on this channel, that's fine. But firing hate my way is not okay. So with that said, let's jump into it. Let's find out what people are saying about you right now. Pile number 1, the alien. Okay, so straight up already what I would say based off this is you guys are highly unique. You're out of this world. So whether or not you have a belief about aliens or whether or not you're just so unusual, you're very alienated in the environment that you are currently in, especially at work, you're probably very different to the people you work with. Some of you are starseeds, indigo children, heavily seeing that. Greys, tall greys. Even I feel like some of you have heritage in reptilian species here. But yeah, obviously strong alien vibes going on for this pile because this plug speaks for itself. I dip my hand in my bowl, which I'm going to have to upgrade because it's so small for all of those. And this is the plug that got pulled for you guys. So yeah, there's definitely this strong connection here with aliens. I would have to say that. Yes. So let's pull some characteristics. Show me what pile 1 people look like. Okay, that's heaps. So we've got characteristics and then give me locations is what we want. Madrid. Okay, it's the worst shuffling ever, but you'll be right. What have we got over here? What have we got over here? So we've got some real patient people with blue eyes. You're super pretty here. Some of you got 6-packs. Maybe you want a 6-pack. Some of you got high cheekbones. Some of you quite petite. You're very trendy. Some of you got a beard. Exquisite taste. So you're always looking on point. Some of you may be quite intimidating because of your exquisite taste. Some of you could be quite greedy. Nothing wrong with that in context. Some may be displaying some kind of scar, or maybe you've got a scar in your heart space. Some of you could be really big on impulsive buying. We have immature. We can all be immature, so don't worry about that. Average, I'm feeling like average height here. Maybe life for some of you is a bit average. So we have the Philippines. Love the Philippines. So hot and nice. Madrid, United Emirates. We have Paraguay. We have America. We have Samoa. We have Paris. Monomi. Pakistan, India, and Germany. Alrighty. You see all those? Sweet. So you will either feel called with this. What I'll do before I jump into what people are saying about you right now, I'll shout out the astro signs using the tarot. So show me what people are currently saying about pile number 1. I'm hearing who's that girl running around with you. I get songs sometimes. I'm actually going to buy the song deck by that music deck that tarot reader has made. I forget her name. Haven't watched her content for a while. But Larissa. I might get that. Feeling the vibe. You know, normally I do a 5 card spread, but I was like 6, and then 6 has come out, so this is good. Your overall energies have the 2 of Swords. What are people saying about you right now? I'll pop this here. 2 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. What the fuck? The Tower, the Fool, 2 of Wands, 2 2s, 3 2s. So a 1, 3 2s, and a 3. A 0. Okay, and a 16. So we have 32, 21, 17, 18, 23, if those numbers correlate with you. So thinking about star sign placements here. So right, where are we at? I had to step out. All right, so what I did want to tap into is just the fact that we do have 3 2s. Another thing I also wanted to point out here, pile number 1, is that there is no cups cards here. So I sort of feel like you want to know, if you want to know what people are saying about you right now at work, based off the fact that we have most pentacles here, I would say this is your reading, based off that. But yeah, having 3 2s here throws me off a tiny little bit regarding that energy, because the number 2 is aligned with partnerships, marriage, communication, balance. So whether or not it is that there's this strong conversation more happening about you at work, about maybe your marriage, or about your relationships, maybe some kind of balance or imbalance here, because with the 2 of Swords, the overall vibe here, what people are currently saying about you, has something to do with you being very stuck, whether it's stuck in work, stuck in your current job here, or it's stuck in the fact that you are choosing between love, work, family, or maybe you are choosing in between lovers, like if half your luck, if you've got multiple options. But yeah, I kind of feel like the overall vibe of what people are talking about right now, it's sort of irrelevant which area of your life they are, but what they are talking about overall here with the 2 of Swords is that for some of you, you either have a lot of choices when it comes to like work life, family life, like potential suitors, lovers, whatever, and others of you, there's a stalemate. So maybe, you know, you're not sure what you're doing with your job, like there's a stalemate in your life, like you don't have any romantic suitors around you. There's a lot of difficult choices you may need to make in order to invite love into your life. So hopefully that sort of resonates. If it doesn't, pick a different pile. But I feel like the overall energy here, the 2 of Swords, is a card that, yeah, definitely talks about difficult choices, not sure which way to go, bit of an indecision. It can also talk about conflicts at work as well. So if this is more tailored to work, people could be talking about you right now, about the conflicts you are involved with at work. But they could also be talking about you having an indecision with your career. You know, maybe you have a stressful choice regarding finances. Maybe you can't leave the job you're currently in because you can't afford to lose that kind of money that you're on right now. So yeah, there's a few different ways we can look at the Two of Swords. So moving into the cards. So in regards to the Three of Pentacles, what people are saying about you right now. Look, for some of you, like they could be talking about you either, like if it is work related, they could be talking about you being a great team player, or they could be talking about you having poor motivation to work great as a team here. You know, especially with that Two of Swords energy about conflicts at work. If you're dealing with conflicts at work, some of you may just have fed up with your co-workers and think maybe if you're doing all the legwork and you're now pushing back and not doing what you should be doing because they're not doing what they're doing. I feel like that's what people are talking about. Like, you know, pile one isn't picking up the slack for us, you know, sort of vibe. Pile one's now not doing their job because they're saying we're not doing ours. So some of you are being spoken about in that regard. For others of you, I feel like people could be talking about some kind of apprenticeship or traineeship that you were taking, that you want to put the effort into your learning. You want to be able to enhance your, financial situation or receive some sort of financial reward, which may be a higher income there. But yeah, I am being more drawn to the low vibrational side of the Three of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like a lot of people right now are talking about this pile in regards to some kind of disharmony or misalignment that you've created at work because you're sick of it. Like you're just sick of having to, I feel with going back to that swords energy, it's like, yeah, like maybe you're just, I don't know, Two of Swords is more got to do with like, choices regarding finances. So I don't know, I'm a bit thrown here. Let me know down in the comments if you're comfortable to share that with us. But yeah, I just kind of feel like you've got poor motivation at the moment because there's a lack of commitment from your team is what I feel people are talking about. So you may have gone and done something and people are trying to understand why you've done it. So I don't know if you've communicated why you've done it or like you've had to like acknowledge, okay, well, I'm not doing this because I'm not a doormat. So people are actually talking about that right now. Good. You're not a doormat, Pawan. For others of you, if this is romantically related, which I don't really feel like, I feel like a heavy emphasis around work here. If you are in some kind of union though, I feel like people could be talking about how you are wanting to grow and learn with your current person if you are in a union. For others of you, if you are completely single, I feel like people could be talking about new potential love options for you with the Three of Pentacles. If you have any creative hobbies, they could also be discussing what you do outside of work, especially if you do anything unique. So moving to the Two of Pentacles, what are these people talking about? I don't know. I feel like for some of you, they may, if it is work related, they may be thinking you've misaligned or you've lacking motivation because you're juggling too much. You could be neglecting the job. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. You've overcommitted to whatever you're doing at work. So you've become very unorganized, very chaotic energy here, and maybe that's why you're not getting stuff done. And be mindful, pile one, when you work with a bunch of lazy cunts, they will throw you under the bus. So the light is off them, especially when they're useless cunts. I've worked with many useless cunts and they're so annoying. They just come to work to drag their feet around and do the bare minimum because they're useless cunts. And that is a very pain point for me at the moment. But at the same time, it doesn't matter what industry you go in, these useless people are always there. Always. And sorry for saying the C-bomb, because I know a lot of people just make some cringe, but here in Australia and with me and my friends, it's a common word that we do say. to express our feelings. But yeah, the Two of Pentacles definitely tells me putting in the effort. There's some kind of like effort that some of you are trying to put in to maybe bring more balance into your life. Or maybe what they're talking about is that you need to put in the effort to bring more balance into your life, especially with this energy of like being stuck between love, work, and family. So if you don't make time for, so what these people are saying is if you don't prioritize your time to find love, to work, to achieve your creative hobbies here, like you're always going to like be stuck and neglecting your love life or neglecting your work life, whatever it may be. There's going to be an imbalance is what these people are talking about. You seem to be more focused on one area of your life than all of areas is what I feel like these people are talking about. So it could be the fact that you're heavily focused on work. So maybe these people are saying if you maybe spend a bit more time focusing on your love life, you'd be a little bit different at work. Maybe you would have a bit more of a spring in your step or something like that. But yeah, I definitely feel like you have some very lazy energies around you at work. So I feel like they're trying to deflect the attention off them onto you. I definitely feel like on the high side of this card, the Two of Pentacles, I definitely feel like there is some positive conversations happening around your adaptability, how flexible you are, like you're a very resourceful person, really well balanced as well. For others of you, it could be the fact that, you know, if you are struggling and you are under a lot of pressure and there is a lot of stress around financial circumstances, there could be a conversation happening about you stretching your resources. You may need to tighten your finances. You know, maybe it's just temporary at the moment. Like these financial hurdles you're going over. So somebody is aware that some of you are going through financial difficulty. And then the Ace of Pentacles here definitely tells me people what they're talking about is that for some of you, if you are feeling just on the back end of that financial stress, naturally financial stress, it's probably the worst kind of stress you can have, believe it or not. I think it is. Like, you can have love stress and like boyfriend, girlfriend stress, but when you don't have money to pay the bills, that is a whole other level of stress. I'll take boyfriend drama over money drama any day of the week, to be honest. Especially like, and I feel like you guys, you probably do get stressed, highly stressed with finances as well, because you're very independent. You don't like asking people for help. So if you ever have to reach out and ask for money, I feel like it does very much lower your vibration. It makes you very anxious. It makes you very vulnerable as well. So people could be actually talking about this right now. They could be talking about it in hindsight, that you're so independent. Like, the reason why you don't ask for help is because it makes you too anxious. You don't like to feel that vulnerable or needy on other people. For others of you, it could be the fact like they're saying you need help, like you need to reach out and ask for financial aid or support. So there's nothing wrong with needing help, and part one. So if you do need financial help and there's people around you who can help you, just swallow your pride and just get the help you need and pay them back when you can. And then for others of you, you know, on the flip side of this energy, it's completely different. I feel like you've got a lot of prosperity around you, new opportunities are opening up to you. For some of you, you may be looking at studying something to enhance your foundations or get a new job or a promotion. But I feel like there is a conversation happening about you that could lead to a new job coming towards you, especially if you've been talking to anyone about wanting to expand your skill set, wanting to get a new job, wanting to upskill, like, I don't know, or enhance your finances. Some of you may actually be tracked down by somebody who is aware that you would be right for a suited role that they have available in their workplace, is what I feel with this Ace of Pentacles. So good luck with that, because yeah, there's definitely a conversation happening here about a promotion for some of you, and for some of you receiving some kind of awesome opportunity in your career, which will impact your finances very positively as well. So, you know, Ace of Pentacles is a very abundant card, whether it's in work or love. It's all about abundance. It's what you are manifesting and coming into fruition as well. But yeah, in the love aspect of this energy, what people could be talking about is you having an abundance of love. Like maybe you are in a very loyal, secure, stable relationship. And for others of you, if you're not, then maybe you've just come out of a relationship. So people could be talking about you having a fresh start in love because you're no longer holding on to toxic energies anymore there. So moving into the Tower. So the Tower kind of tells me, kind of pushes me back to this work conflict that was coming through here. I don't really feel like, well, yeah, I feel there's a more energy there. But if you've had a breakup or a separation or a divorce, people are heavily talking about that, 100% hands down. And then for the work stuff, I just feel like there are changes in the workplace, changes in management may bring extra stress and instability. So it may not actually mean like changes, like what people could be talking about with you is that if you're not doing the work for everyone else, what you may find, or if there's conflict in the workplace, what people could be talking about is here how they can change maybe the workplace culture. So maybe management are going to bring some kind of new changes in that you feel will stress you out, or they might feel it will stress you out or create an instability in regards to you and how you engage in work duties. For some of you, I feel like they could be talking, if you've got lazy management, they could actually be talking about how they can get you to do more and pay you less. So definitely start looking for a new job if you know that is aligning with your situation, because you should never have to do more and get paid less. That's fact. So then I feel like with the Tower, people are differently talking about, like, if there are changes they're going to introduce into the workplace, they could be talking about you resisting some kind of change. They could be talking about you maybe trying to delay the rollout of some kind of program or something like that. And for others of you, you know, they could actually be talking, what people are talking about is like, you know, some kind of trauma or tragedy you have recently experienced. You know, there could be a lot of confusion. Like the Two of Swords talks about confusion as well because of indecision. So I don't know if it's the level of confusion you may have in regards to your work or your love life. But I feel like with the Tower moment, something quite large has happened and people are talking about that. Like the Tower is very chaotic energy, right? So if you've had any sort of downfall or anything like that, people are currently talking about that is what I feel with the Tower. For some of you, this is your spirit guides having this conversation about the Tower. So people may not know that you have financial issues, but your spirit team does, right? So they're sort of talking about it. That is possible. I don't really ever connect with energies like that. I just don't feel like that energy is coming from people in this realm. I feel like it's coming from another realm. Is what I feel, which makes sense with you guys being star seeds. So it may be coming from like your star seed family on the other side is what I feel. I feel like, you know, if you are in a bit of a rut, a little side note here, pile number 1, is maybe throw yourself into some creative work and just allow you to get fixated, focus on that and forget about the day job. Like that's why I love doing this, because it allows me to just get fixated and focused on you guys and tapping into your energy. I forget about my like 3D job, because it can be full on working with a bunch of males. Like it's fucking toxic. And they don't understand that because they don't have a vagina. So, you know, when you are surrounded by the same gender and there's no other gender there like yours, it's very hard to like not see the difference in treatment, and it's continuous. Like there's so much gaslighting and there is so much discrimination, but it's like there's no lock on the gate. So if I don't like you, you leave. So that's me venting. So maybe some of you understand that energy that I can get in at work. Not always there. I do love my job, but at the same time it can be fucking toxic because of the people, right? I work with a lot of broken people too. I don't think they realize how broken they are. All we can do is shine a light and hope for the best that the universe guides their way to hell. No. So the Fool, what are people saying when they're talking about you right now? I don't know. I think a lot of you are very like adventurous and very free-spirited with the Fool coming out. But new opportunities is very big when it comes, like it's a very strong like element to the Fool. So I kind of feel like for some of you, again, there's some kind of new opportunity being spoken about for you. And I feel like they're hoping that you do take the plunge and follow your heart. What's wrong? What's wrong? Follow your heart and find the financial success that you deserve here. I feel like for others of you, again, back to this work energy, they could be talking about you being a bit reckless, careless, maybe distracted. But I also feel like if they're trying to undermine you and gaslight you, I feel like they're talking about how gullible you can be. So these people may think you're gullible, but you're actually not. You may actually see right through them. And I do hope that, I do believe I attract the same similar like people to my channel. So let them think you're gullible, because it's always best to play stupid with stupid. If people realize you're more intelligent than them, then they'll up the ante. So it's always best to like let your intelligence go under the radar when you work with toxic people. You undermine them before they can undermine you. And it's worse when you work with liars. I work with liars and it's fucking painful. They're fucking liars. And so that's why the best way to deal with lies in the workplace, you've got to catch them out lying, have evidence on paper of them lying. So then when stuff goes down and they lie about it, you've got pieces of paper, evidence that they're lying. So then as time unfolds and they try and like fuck you over again, they've already titled themselves as liars. So that is always a leg you get to stand on. Well, they're a liar. How can you believe a person who we've already caught out lying? I've never lied. So that kind of vibe. It's always best to always be honest, even when you do the wrong thing at work, because that will boost your like credit in the fact that when people try and set you up or stitch you up is how we would like to say, you've always been honest, all right? Honest, open, upfront. So when situations unfold that people are trying to get you into trouble, you've always been honest and upfront. So they can't not believe you, especially when you've proven that these other people have constantly lied. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And then we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, what are people talking about? I definitely feel like people, if you've given some kind of inkling about future planning or taking the first steps into like a new role, a new company, a new industry, people are definitely talking about that. I honestly feel there is a handful of you who have picked this pile who is going to have a new career path very, very soon. A new promotion, a new opportunity is going to be presented to you and you need to take it. You actually may have a bit of a financial setback with it, but take it because it'll be the best thing for you, especially if you're dealing with a lot of toxic conflict stuff in your current workplace and this new opportunity comes to you. Being in a good workplace and taking a pay cut is better than staying in a toxic workplace and for the money. Especially especially like I even going to take a piece of that advice as well. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys. So let me know if that resonated. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So bananas. What are people saying about you right now? Look, they could actually be saying you are bananas, right? However, you know, these bananas look really healthy and ripe too. So, you know, maybe for some of you, people are, you know, what they're talking about right now is something recently you did and they think you were bananas. And for others of you, you know, people could be talking about like how healthy you are. So maybe you did something in regards to health. So people could be talking about whatever you did seemed a bit strange, but at the same time it's having a positive effect on you. It's to make you healthier, make you look better. I'm feeling like strong Aries energy here in regards to being very focused on myself, focusing on my health as well, maybe my wealth as well. So maybe people are really talking about you sort of collecting things or coming together with something, doing something to bring more like prosperity to your health or maybe your appearance, your looks, something like that. But however you're doing it, people think it's a bit bananas. But bananas. You might be a person who likes bananas. You might be a person who really loves fruit, or maybe you hate bananas, banana smoothies, banana protein powder drinks. So some of you could be really quite focused on fitness right now as well. So what we'll do is we'll grab some characteristic cards. I don't know. I should have made them bigger because this is just, it's really hard to shuffle these cards. Sweetie is here. Sweetie did not come to pile number 1's reading. And I got new hardware, so now I can delete, stop videos, go off and do what I need to do and come back. It's great. I'm no longer restricted to this filming. So we have buff, yeah. We've got thin, we've got some young adults in this pile, we've got nice teeth in this pile. Oh, we've got turkey over here. Somebody's got a comb over, we've got a heart-shaped face maybe, or a heart-shaped chin. We've got some couch potatoes in the house. We've got some sociable individuals. Some of you could be tall and lanky. Some have got ginger hair. Some of you quite stylish. We've got high vibe, nice. We like that. We like connecting with high vibe. Some of you got really clear skin. This is not my pile. I am like turning 40 this year and oh my God, the hormonal acne is like next level. Cystic acne, far out. If you've got that, if you have any tips or tricks, please send them down to the comments. So we've got shiny hair, maybe shiny skin. Some of you might have dreads, Netflix and chill, wavy hair, and bossy. Was a song coming? Oh yeah, there was a song coming for you. Gwen Stefani song. It's gone now, but I don't know if it was a No Doubt song or one of her own pop songs. You might be fans of Gwen. Love how she's ended up with like that country music singer. Show me where these people from 2 are from. That's loads. Okay, take the whole pile. Pile number 2. That's a lot. Anyway, let's just do it. All right, so bear in mind with location cards, you could be from these locations, Tanzania, or you could be wanting to travel to these destinations, or you've already traveled to these destinations. Jamaica, Chad. Where's Chad? Senegal, Turkey, We already said that. Brisbane, Botswana, Ukraine. I wish, you know, I've never understood this world. So we have Indonesia, El Salvador, we've got Cuba, we've got the Northern Territory. I'll be there in July. If anyone is in the Northern Territory, I'll be up there for my 40th. We can get drinks. Washington, Cuba, Northern Territory, Atlanta, Kazakhstan, Haiti, Maldives. Always wanted to go there. Thailand, been there. Who's been to Thailand? I love Thailand. So nice. Bit hectic in Bangkok. Bangkok's not my scene, but the islands are. We've got Canada, Bonnyol. I've been to Bonnyol. Falatomatina. Haka, Dahaka. Kenya. Croatia. You may have come from pile number 3 maybe, because the plug for pile 3 has Croatia. Vatican City. All right. What are people saying about you right now? Pile number 2. What are they saying? 3 of Cups. Queen of Cups. It's got to be romantic. We've got 10 of Swords. Oh, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. The Hangman. The World. One more. Ace of Swords. What's your overall vibe? The Devil. Stop it. Stop it. Alright. What's going on here then? I'm in a very quirky mood right now, so some of you are bananas. It's right, I am also bananas, but I feel really silly and like vibrant, and I really picked that energy up also here with the 3 of Cups, guys. So I feel like right now a lot of people are talking about a very strong sexual attraction they may have with you overall. This is definitely a romantic energy coming through. I feel like there's a lot of conversations happening about your vibe right now is probably the best way of putting it. And you have this side to you that could be quite dark, and people are only learning that right now. They're only learning or discovering that there is a very dark side to you. So you look quite innocent and nice, well presented, put together. But people, what they're talking about is, yeah, pile 1 is like, you know, they look like they've got it together, but they do things behind closed doors that you would not expect. So that could be little things like you might gamble. Do you know what I mean? You might throw some money at a lottery ticket or the poker machine, or you might have a cigarette here and there. You might, you know, try a substance like mushrooms or whatever. So there is that kind of vibe here with the Devil. People could also overall be talking about you being obsessed with them as well. So if any of you are in that headspace where you're like can't stop and won't stop thinking about somebody because you're completely in love with them, for some of you who have picked this pile, that is a conversation actually being said about you right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is no shame in being fixated and love somebody who does not love you. I have done this many times with many different men. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're on a journey of learning here, and it doesn't matter how many times somebody says this person's not right for you. You've got to figure that out for yourself. And unfortunately, we can't pick and choose when to. Well, we can't switch. If we could switch our emotions on and off, like life would be a lot easier. But that is not the case. So that's sort of a side note or a message for some of you here. But yeah, there is this strong Capricorn energy here with you guys. I know I did say, did I? I think I did say I was going to call out sign placements, but I didn't for pile 1, so I'm not going to do it for pile 2. So, but Capricorn obviously is the Devil energy, so I'll give you that. So anyway, yeah, I definitely feel like there's sort of two different energies here. Some of you are being spoken about because of strong sexual attraction they have with you. And for others of you, people are talking about you having a very much dark side that is not presented until people get to know you. You hide it well because you don't look like you do naughty things, is sort of the vibe I'm picking up. And then for others of you, there is this energy of you being very obsessed and sort of a bit clingy towards somebody that may not want anything to do with you, who may not be showing up for you, who may be putting you in a third party situation with another Queen of Cups here, which creates a lot of burdens for you internally because this person is very hot and cold. You know, I feel like what they're saying, I'm going to get this scenario right out of the way because the sequence is just rolling through. So what these people are saying is this person creates a lot of internal battles for you. Like they've got a hold of you, but they don't do anything. They keep you hanging around. They keep you waiting. There's this like runner chaser vibe going on here. But when I see the Hangman come out with a love reading, it's fucking toxic. It's probably from my experience doing my own personal readings with toxic men, and then all my clients as well who have had the luxury of falling in love with the wrong kind of man or woman. When the Hangman comes out, it suggests that stagnation is being placed upon the person I'm doing the reading for, or myself, intentionally. Like this person is intentionally creating drama for you, pile 2, who is very obsessed about somebody who does not want to love you the way you deserve to be loved, who is also sharing their love with other people, maybe just one person, could be multiple. But with the World card here in the Ace of Swords, these people, what they're talking about your situation is that you need to bring this relationship to completion. You need to cut the chains, cut the cord here. You need to see the truth in the matter that this person is never going to get you off this hamster wheel. Release, cut, and move on. That is one conversation happening here. Now, all of these situation scenarios coming through could apply to all of you, but I doubt that. So in regards to this other devilish energy here with people being heavily attracted to you, I feel like the 3 of Cups, there is some kind of conversation. What people are saying about you right now is you are very social. So how do they get you out and about? Or how do they meet you out and about in order to be the Queen of Cups to you, like to come to you in a very nurturing way to get you to catch, like for them to catch your eye is sort of what I'm picking up. And I feel like the conversation being said about this is creating a lot of burdens for this person. So a bit like this first scenario that I've just led on, there's a conversation happening, like flip that. Somebody is fully into you, but you may either aren't aware that you're into that they're into you, or you are not into them. So that first scenario, like the one that I just said about being obsessed with somebody else, somebody could be on the opposite end of that, and you're the person being the hot and cold person stagnating, and somebody telling them that, like their friend telling them that they need to bring this cycle with you to close because you are the devil here. You know, you are the one who's got other suitors, who, you know, wants to have multiple suitors, or you've got potential suitors, many potential suitors around you. So it's best to just cut your losses is what I'm hearing. So yeah, there is this energy here of that. And then there's this other sort of feeling here that I'm picking up is like, you have multiple suitors around you because you are represented as the Queen of Cups here. You are highly seductive, very attractive. There is an energy about you that is very alluring here, very addictive. I think people get very addicted to your personality, your body, what you look like, how you laugh, how you smile. You're highly attractive people. The Queen of Cups tells me you're also emotionally intelligent. So you're very giving with your time, your energy, you're very caring, you're very nurturing. And I feel like this is why, what people are talking about, this is why pile 2 has a lot of suitors, because, you know, they're a person who makes people forget their burdens. You know, you're a person who makes people stop in time. you make people feel like time stops when they're with you. They don't think about any problems that they have. They don't think about anything other than you when you are standing in front of them, is the vibe I'm picking up here with the Ten of Wands and the Hang One. So I feel like also with that Hang One energy, because it is, like I mentioned, it is a somewhat toxic card for me, but I feel like for you guys it's about perspective. So what these people are talking about is like they can have all the burdens in the world, or maybe it's like if they share their burdens with you, you're always able to give them a different perspective on those burdens. You're always able to help people overcome burdens and make them feel more comfortable with the cycles that they're going through, because the world is definitely all about cycles for me, and renewal in a way. Close one door, open up another one. And I also feel with the Ace of Swords, with this pile of people, what they talk about is how you always speak the truth. Like, it might cut people at times, but you are a person, if people want honest communication, like they're always going to get that from you. So, you know, it could even come back to this, but bananas. People might think you're bananas because you actually speak your mind, like, and it's such a healthy way to be. I do believe that. You probably could speak it a little bit more. We all could, but sometimes I think it's like if we literally went around with no filter, we probably wouldn't have a job. But yeah, that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up here for you guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that message well, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the little Croatia boat, we do have a fish on here. So some of you could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancerian with the waves here, water element. Some of you could be from Croatia, sailing away. I feel like, I don't know, I feel quite, ships are all about distance, right? So maybe what people are talking about you at the moment is like you are very distant, you're very hard to reach. You could be a person who's got some big travel plans coming up, so people could be talking about that. You know, ships and boats are all about fun and good times as well. So people could be talking about, you know, what a good time you are, pile 3, and like how much fun you would be to go on a holiday with. And maybe some of you are going on a holiday and people are talking about how much fun they're going to have on that holiday with you. Or maybe they're talking about how they would like an invite to that holiday. So let's just quickly grab some traits and then we'll jump into your read. Show me who these people are. I've got to make these cards again and not like this shape. Do better next time. Jesus, terrible, isn't it? I'm sure somebody will have some smart ass remark. Do better next time. Short. We've got some shorties in the house. We've got a round face. We've got, see, fun. Use a fun. Fun in the sun. We've got dewy skin. Lucky you. Nothing like plump, dewy skin. Short hair, lazy. Nothing wrong with being reckless and lazy. Don't be so reckless. Throw down your guns. Mature. We've got some boldies in the house. High testosterone. Good in bed, the bald ones, from my experience. Dad bods. Curly hair. Mature. We've got some black eyes here. We've got some medium length hair, and we've got open-minded individuals. Show me where. It's way too many. A kid could shuffle better than you. Yeah, they could with these little cards, 100%. Oh, not with these big man hands. We're gonna, actually I might just do it like that. Okay, we've got Iceland, ice baby, Norway, Kuwait, Malaysia, Iceland again, double whammy, New Zealand, Sweden, Albania, Portugal, Togo, oh sweetie, Ethiopia, Namibia. I should be going there this year for my 40th. Instead I'm going to Northern Territory. Istanbul, a cat, Malawi, Argentina, Lebanon, USA, Zimbabwe. Nice. All right, let's get into it. Let's find out what people are saying about you right now. And just so... Okay. Oh, Queen of Wands, saucy. King of Cups. The Empress. Lots of people here, people. Six of Cups. Two of Swords. One more. Two of Swords did come out as the overall vibe of pile one. So welcome if you have returned to another pile. And High Priestess. We have Five of Pentacles as the overall energy. Right. So a strong message based off seeing the Five of Pentacles. Come here, my little baby. So I feel like with all these people here, I was like, oh, all these people, like what are people talking about? About people in your life, people from your past. You know, people who you may need to reconcile with, people who left you out in the cold. That's what I'm kind of picking up. So if you don't have a lot of people that you've cut ties with in the past, pile 3, I would say this isn't your pile. But, you know, at the same time, you can still stick around because there is another angle that we can read these cards. So the Five of Pentacles tells me people are currently talking about how they've done you wrong. They fucked you over, whether or not it was financially, emotionally, mentally. And I feel it's multiple people from your past having this conversation. Some of these people, you know, are highly attractive, very spiritual people. Some of these people are very moody, very manipulative, and others are like actual mothers to children. And you wonder, oh my God, the poor children. But what I feel is that there is one conversation happening right now about people who create a lot of conflict for you. And it's funny, I think there could be people that you used to work with as well here, but I kind of feel it's romantic individuals. It's people who are aware that create a lot of conflict in your romantic relationships, who may have made a lot of confusion, created a lot of indecisiveness for people who you were trying to fall in love with here is what I'm picking up. So they could have been friends of this King of Cups, and these Queen of Wands and this Empress went out of their way to sabotage a relationship with your King of Cups is what I feel a conversation is currently being talking about. So whether or not it's these people talking about it or it's other people talking about that, these people wanted this King of Cups not to be with you. So they went out of their way to create your life a living hell, to break you up. Okay, all these three people are three different people you were having rendezvous with who treated you very poorly, you know, and they all want to reconcile right now. So I don't know if this is a friendship circle also, it could be, but these people went out of their way to create a lot of confusion and mind control and manipulation here, and you knew intuitively what the fuck they were doing. And you knew intuitively that, like, they will get their karma. You knew intuitively, like, or this is what they're saying. She knew, or pile 3, he or she, they knew that we were trying to fuck them over, and they also knew we would get our karma. So I kind of feel some of these people could be talking about, maybe if we reconcile with pile 3, they are in the state of Five of Pentacles now, because what goes around comes around, and every dog will have its day. You just don't know when it'll happen. So that's sort of one way I'm looking at this. For others of you, I feel like how I'm looking at this, people could be talking about you recently being left out in the cold, like, you know, you're experiencing some form of depression here, right? And my sincere apologies if that is fitting your situation here, because the Five of Pentacles is all about somebody feeling quite lonely and isolated. So some of you are being spoken. Your livelihood is definitely being discussed here. You could be a person who suffers severe depression and you have bad communication because of this. And maybe your depression does affect like your love life or trying to get a relationship off the ground. You know, it could even be about you struggling financially here as well. You know, you facing poverty, some kind of hardship here is the overall energy. Now, the Queen of Wands tells me there is some confusion about your current state, because people are quite surprised to learn that you are quite depressed, because you are represented as three of the most amazing and four qualities here of a person, in my opinion. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, very spiritual, sexually attractive people, and to be complemented with the High Priestess here, what people talk about is they're very God-founded or blown away at the fact that you deal with a lot of hardship, or you have had a lot of hardship. But how is that when you're so intuitively connected, you're a very spiritual person? How come you still suffer when you may give back to the community? So maybe some of you are tarot readers, so you help guide clients and stuff like that. You are very loving and very giving, you know, you're very emotionally connected and attuned, you're empaths here. Again, this reiterates that King of Cups. This is sort of like a masculine feminine energy on an emotional level. Like people are talking about, like, you know, why does pile 3 get the raw end of the stick? Why can't they find the love of their life? Like, they are all of these, like the whole package, yet they've got so many people in the past that, you know, want to reconcile with them, that, like, you know, who did create a lot of conflict for them. You were always right though, and I think a lot of you need to know that these people having conversation, you were always right about the lovers, like the other people's lovers, or the lovers that you were pursuing. Your intuition is on fire, it's very on point. So if you're not doing anything with your psychic abilities, take this as you know, a big white flag or a green flag to do something with that. You can help others. But yeah, the Empress tells me people find you very, very attractive, like, you know, and that is a conversation. These people are just baffled at the fact that you endure so much hardship, but you've got some really amazing qualities here. I feel like with the Six of Cups here, people feel very safe in your energy is what they're talking about. They could also be talking about maybe the hardships always find you because you are a little bit naive. There is that inner child work that you need to work on. Seeing the sun energy, like the sun baby on the Rider-Waite deck. So people, these people could be talking about that even though you've had all these hardship lessons, you still haven't lost your sense of self. You're still very sweet and kind on the inside. The Two of Swords throws me a little bit with this. It just sort of tells me that these people are kind of talking about that although you look the part, you're emotionally attuned, you're very caring, very giving, you'd make a great father, mother, whatever, you're still very confused and conflicted and stuck on the past, maybe, with the Six of Cups and the Two of Swords. Like, maybe these people from your past have really done a number on you, and I would say that they have. They've created so much, like, low self-esteem in you is what these people are saying. Like, it has affected how you look at the future with the High Priestess here. So yeah, like I think this is quite confronting information that people are talking about this, but I don't feel like it's with bad intent here. I actually feel like these people are sort of unpacking, like, you are the full package, like, yet why do you always get the raw end of the stick when it comes to love, you know? And I feel like what they're coming to the conclusion is like, you're still holding on to the past, you're still stuck on the past, which creates a lot of indecision for you to trust your intuition about people and new suitors coming through here. And look, that comes with time and healing. Like, we all heal at different rates. So if these people are having that conversation, hopefully they are following through with that if they are your friends and plan on wanting to support you. But that is all I have for you guys. I hope you found that message well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.